Hi butterflies, Jocelyn here back with another video. So Gabby has another announcement. Actually, we have a special guest. Come on out.
Hey butterflies.
Hi, so this is my best friend Marygrace, but she's sometimes a liar. So today, since you saw the last video of the most diabolical things part 1, why not I do a part 2? But this time I have a special guest. This annoying orange.
Hi.
I'm just joking. She's not annoying, but like she's guys, sometimes she can be fake, but like she's still my friend. But like just all jokes, okay? Today we are gonna be reading the most diabolical things people say or do, the part 2. But this time it's mostly people who said things that are very diabolical. But I'm not sure. This is all the list I've been given. Also, MG is also a part of the answer. She's the one, she was the one that put the answers of one of the most diabolical things on the last video. So this is her.
Yeah.
Let's get started, y'all. I'm gonna read the first one. This is from Marygrace. She mentioned the most diabolical thing is that when landlords who are being greedy and selfish.
Oh yes, I dealt with that before.
Oh gosh.
It's mainly my parents.
Yeah, honestly, landlords who are just greedy and selfish to people who are living in this place. I mean, why? Alright, here's your second one.
Second one is calling black people the N-word, playing the victim.
Yeah, also, when people were saying racism stuff, and also you're playing the victim and act like you didn't do anything, this is getting controversial because 1, it's being normalized this year, and 2, we know someone who is being you know what.
Boo!
That's on period. Also, we're not gonna be friends, and we don't allow people in our lives who are gonna be this racist. So we don't allow that, and also
Boo-hoo.
It's not tolerated. The third one, I would say, oh gosh, wait. The third one I want to mention, like, okay, no one ever does this, but this is what we found out from someone who actually does this. It's posting their ex on highlights.
Instagram highlights.
When you're not in a relationship anymore.
Bro!
Is this people for real? Who does that? We definitely know someone who does that.
No one!
No one does that, but this one person, we're gonna keep it anonymous, but like we know someone who does that.
The same girl that manipulated her 5 years ago.
Girl. But this is a long story, so there's this one, but this is about religion.
Disrespecting the Muslim religion, or worse, ripping off the girls' head coverings, specifically the hijab.
If there was people who does that, like disrespecting Muslims and also ripping their head coverings just because of their religion and just because who they are, but it's 2025, you are the most diabolical and such a selfish person ever. Like, do not come talk to us. Do not come after the Muslims, because Muslims deserve respect. And even other religions, like, it doesn't matter what religion you are. All you gotta do is respect the people who had religion, but don't disrespect it in the wrong way. Like, my mom is Christian, I would never. And your mom is Christian too, right?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, we would never. It's their religion, it's people's religion. Like, just respect it. But if you don't like it, just don't say anything bad about it. Period.
She's always right about things. Remember that Muslim girl that we were talking about?
Yeah, that was not a good experience of what happened to her when she came to that school. Alright, the next one, you can read this. This is from a guy named Duke. So Duke, if you're watching this, thank you.
Protesting in the UK.
So if you don't know much of what's going on in UK about protesting, I remember one time someone destroyed a painting, an expensive painting at a museum, right? And they super glued their hand, stick it on their wall, and while they're talking and protesting. Isn't that insane?
Oh yes, that is insane. I never heard of it. But all I could say is that
It's insane. I don't know if this is true, but I think someone threw an egg at the painting or whatever. I don't know if this is true, but this is what I assume. Let's look it up at protesting UK just for a short minute. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, if you guys live in UK or if you have been to UK, y'all. Let me see.
This is the one. Look, oil activists.
oh my gosh.
So this is what I'm talking about. Protests in the UK be like this. Also, how are you gonna get off on the wall when you super glued hands? How are people gonna do that? If they super glued their hands and stick it on the wall,
What?
how are they gonna remove their hands? Like, it's super glued. You're gonna get burns. Also, lesson of the day, people: don't super glue your hands like what these protesters did and stick it on the wall. Don't do that unless it's an accident. If you like if you do have a super glue, even though it's not that big, but like somewhere on your skin, use olive oil. It actually helps. Or if you guys have any other tips. But this one right here, like, who super glues their hands on the wall? No one does that except this. Also, this is another example.
Yo.
So this is what I'm talking about. I think this is what Duke was talking about, protesting, and there's more super glue on the wall. Look at this. Would you super glue your hand on the wall?
There's no way in hell I'm doing
Period.
that.
As someone who used super glue for some craft reasons, I would never. But sometimes I get on my skin, I would just be like, uh-oh, hold on, what are we gonna do, you know? Next one. The next one is vandalizing. We do not condone vandalizing. Like, remember school vandalism be like that? Oh gosh. I know. Would you vandalize?
No way.
Exactly. So lesson of the day, people, and the young kids out there, don't vandalize. Just be a good person around this community, because the community around your area or in our area, it's something else in this world, you know? Here's this one. This is the next one.
Next one is making fun of people with disabilities.
Your life does not. Oh my God. Oh.
I'm sorry, but like, if you're making fun of people who had disabilities that they can't control of and they can't handle, you're a biggest problem ever, and also you're a bully at the same time.
Damn!
Because they can't help but what they can control of, whatever the case may be. Like, my brother has autism.
I am autistic.
Yeah, but I never treat her like this. Just because I have a brother who's had autism and my best friend as well, I never treat any of them. Even though me and my brother don't get along that much, but I could never take that far on my brother's condition, nothing like that. But there's people out there who make fun of people with disabilities.
See, I used to bully a girl 1 year older than me, and still is to this day. She was in 8th grade and I was in 7th grade in middle school.
And then what happened?
Then in high school, I finally apologized to her for encouraging people to make fun of her.
See, this is an example of her how to not be a bully. You just have to calmly apologize. And then like first she apologizes because she knows something wasn't right for her. But then the girl who she bullied with just forgave her. So any bullies out there, this is a great example of how not to be a bully. You just have to be nice and apologize and think about your wrongdoings. So 3 lessons of the day: don't bully people who have disabilities. Don't be that bully. And also,
Felt like something is not right, and you guys are doing the right thing by just apologizing and taking what's accountable of your actions.
We were both in autistic support together.
Yes, I remember she told me.
I remember she told me all about it. But at least she's a good person to this day now. Like, look at her now. She's matured and she's doing better in life. And also, she's with me in college. The next one I'm gonna read. It says, driving without permit and license but got away.
You missed it. Yo.
Wait, what's this one? Okay, what did you think about that? I'm driving and I got a permit, but I'm getting my license soon. But the thing is, like, how do people get away with this? But you're gonna get caught. You are really gonna get caught. And also, this should be very illegal. I'm sure it's illegal to drive without a permit or a license, because you're gonna get caught. And also, stealing cars. Here's the thing: stealing cars is bad. And like, I would never, honestly.
If I have to go drive, my dad has to be with me, so just for safety reasons. Because you know how the road is, MG? You know how crazy the road
Yeah.
is? Like, honking horns and all? Well, I did not witness a car crash, but I kind of did back then. Yeah. So, guys,
If you're gonna drive, and if you're driving,
Have
make
your
sure-
license.
permit and license. Don't drive without those two things. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get in real trouble. Oh,
You missed the one.
wait,
part.
read the one. What it says?
The next one, we missed that one. Setting objects on fire hazards in school.
Mostly it's America's in the school. Like, it's basically high school.
I remember when Jazzy and I were both sophomores.
Yeah.
That happened, and the fact that we ended up going home got us missing our 2 other classes.
Oh my gosh. And then we had to go home early. Remember that?
Yeah.
This is what life was like when me and her went to high school together. I mean, you do not want to know what the high school would be like in the States. So, alright, the next one I'm gonna read is the racism and bullying when it's being normalized. Normalizing of bullying and racism. How about we not normalize those? Because there's people out there who are still getting bullied and still dealing with discrimination. Excuse that, Victoria's sleeping. I'm gonna give you a little short montage. Victoria's gonna go sleep, so she's in my room. But back to what I'm saying. Racism and bullying, it's mostly happening in America, but at the end of the day, it never stops. When people ask like, when will it end? And what do we say? It never ends. I mean, me and Marygrace, we're Filipinas, and we're in a diversity of our high school and even at college too. But here's the thing: racism and bullying, when it keeps being normalized, that's not good. That's not. It's the people who are just sick in the head at the same time. Like, how do people have the audacity to do stuff and also say the most evil things to other people that didn't do no wrong? Like, what do you have to say for yourself? Like, should that be normalized?
No way in hell, but it is unfortunately being normalized every time.
Exactly. Like, people are getting real confident to say stuff and also discriminate and being mean to other people until they got caught. But those who does that would get away. Sheesh. I hope the person who realized that what they're doing, that's not normal. That's just not being nice. And honestly, like, again, racism and bullying should not be normalized in the first place. And also, even people around the school, every time the kids try to tell teachers or principals or counselors or what the situation was, they do not care. The schools in America do not care. Like, they're gonna say bullying is not tolerated, but that's a whole lie. They do not.
They don't give a crap.
They don't even care in the first place. Unless it's getting worse, and then they're gonna act like they're sorry. No, they're not sorry because of that. They're only sorry because they didn't do nothing about it. You know.
Excuse my language, but we're just being honest right here.
Exactly. But again, anyone out there in this generation, please don't do these things. And let's just stop the racism and bullying together.
Yeah, I actually don't like the idea of how this girl's parents raised her to be that way. Even her siblings are like that as well.
Oh gosh, it's someone that we know. Like, it's not being born, it's being taught of who those around, like parents or someone around the area or something like that. Like, if you see something or if you heard something that isn't right, just don't pay attention and don't follow what they do.
That is generational trauma.
And also, you should learn people should learn like what to be careful of what they say or what they do, and they should follow their heart instead and don't follow what others do, because that's not who you guys are supposed to be. That's on you to find out like who you are exactly.
Yeah.
Again, we're not gonna get into like the detail of what me and her had been going through. I mean, this person really targeted the both of us before. Like, that person don't know who she's messing with, and that's her period. Yeah. All right, the next one. You read this one.
Getting your name wrong in your order.
Okay, wait. This is actually a funny story. So, me and Marygrace, this happened to both of us, but like in a different area, different place. So I went to Smash Burgers when I was 16. One time I ordered something to eat at Smash Burgers, and then when I looked at it, my name was spelled Jesloin. and then next thing, in a few years, my dad made fun of me for it, and now she's making me fun of me for it. So no wonder why I had to throw hands at her in senior year of high school, and I had to throw hands at her at high school and first year of college. So
oh my god.
And tell your side of the story.
And at the Starbucks in the Ardmore location, my order was an iced coffee, and my name was written as Marygrace.
And then now we're making fun of each other's wrong names. So I call her Marygrace, and if I call her that, she's gonna call me Jesloin. If she calls me Jesloin, she's getting a roundhouse kick.
Jesloin?
Marygrace.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
Okay, let's
The last
breathe.
one.
Let's breathe.
Okay, the last one. Oh dear.
Counterfeit items.
Yeah, counterfeit items, like fake and dupe stuff. I remember she'd been telling me how she can tell which one's fake and which one's real of like an iPhone, for example. And also, when people do counterfeit items, like selling them, they just want the money as agreed.
Yeah, it especially happens in the Canal Street in New York.
Oh my gosh, really?
Just know that if you're getting like counterfeit items, that's not necessarily fraud. But if you're selling it, that's fraud.
Yeah, and you can get in trouble for that. But I'm pretty sure you would be charged for that and you can get arrested for it. So, my last lesson of the day, y'all. Don't sell stuff that's fake. And also, if you're really about to get stuff that you really wanted, just pay attention to the difference between this and the real or the fake. Like, just pay attention to those. And if you feel like that's a fake, what are we gonna do, MG? What are we gonna do if we found out it's fake? What are we gonna do?
Smash and destroy it.
Throw it out. Alright guys, I know this is pretty short, but we just want to make this short. But this time I just want to bring my special guest, Marygrace, so thank you very much. And maybe we'll do a videos like something else in the future, but I just want to bring my special guest to MG right here. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you for another video and with her sometime. So peace, butterflies.
Wow.